Alright then, I have perused my notes and I've reviewed the footage. I've also made notes. Those notes tell me what I need to do next. Those are my own notes from 4 days ago, so the rationale has not completely evaporated from my mind quite yet. And the idea is as follows. First, I need to go to the upper waterway, get through that. Then the lower waterway shall be visited again. I do believe as Leon I refused to visit that spot because I figured all that I would find over there would just be a bunch of shotgun shells and nothing else. I was wrong as far as I can tell. I forgot about the locker, or I've missed out on it the first time around. Possibly because I was running away from the zombies in a panic, as I somewhat did with Claire. I did not clear those zombies out. I'll have to do it this time. But this time I have managed to observe the locker over there after picking up the ammo, as I've noticed the room hadn't been cleared out by that point yet. An interesting observation. I do believe then I go to the police station. It's a reasonably logical conclusion. Oh, I'm sorry. No, actually, the reason I've been able to observe that was somewhat different. For you see, that room, let me navigate my way to it. That room, the control room, it's above the cable car somewhere, I believe. Where is that? I know I'm supposed to get over there somehow. It was supposed to be at the top, I believe. What am I missing? Either way, I was about to show you, but I can tell you instead that the room was marked in blue, which implied, or, demonstrated, arguably, that there were absolutely no more items there to pick up. Makes perfect logical sense. It makes perfect logical sense for you to move on. However, I do believe this is the control room. This is the room. It's marked in red, so there may be items there yet. Fair enough. I thought it might have been marked in blue, and at this point I figured, okay, I've cleared it out, I took the items, but there's something in the locker, and since it's marked in blue, that means that whatever's in the locker isn't an actual item, it's a document. However, actually no, if you have a document in a given area, it's marked in blue. You can miss them out, just like I missed out on the liquor note initially when playing as Leon, because I was walking with my weapon unholstered and aimed at things, and I didn't stop aiming in time to notice the note. The control room is what I will visit second. Then the police station, presumably, because I'll find some notes in the locker, something. Maybe another roll of film. They'll give me the combination that I need in order to gain access to whatever lies within the final locker. It seems that I might have completely ignored it in my original playthrough as Leon. Now, at worst, I can always brute force the combination. There's a decent number of them out there, but I can absolutely solve that in finite time. I have the patience. And of course, once we're done with the police station, once we are finally actually really done, then I possibly check out the hiding spots. We know that's what we'll get from developing the film, but I don't want to go and develop the film quite yet because liquors are in the way. And I don't want to run into them unless absolutely necessary. That is, unless it'll still be the final time I visit the police station. And that is a part of the reason why I do plan on visiting the police station in the first place. If I am to ever do that, I need to do that before I move on to the facility, to the secret base, to the nest. After all, from that point on, I will no longer be able to backtrack. As far as I remember, I may be wrong on this. I do remember the place loops on itself, so you can return to the lobby from another place entirely. Had a little adventure over there. But I think it's essentially a point of no return. Once you get on that cable car, you're done. You're just exploring the nest, and then it's game over. So I ought to make as much of an effort as I possibly can to explore everything else before that happens. All right. I am here in the underground facility, obviously. I want to get to, as I have just mentioned, the upper waterway first. right? Upper, then lower, because the lower waterway is the path. Yes, upper first, upper waterway. How do I get there? Ironically, not from the upper part. Actually, it might be from here. Hold on. Yes. The idea is we go down the lift in the workers' break room, through here, and down there. Now, we will find quite a few interesting items over there. And when we walk down, we will access this little spot. There are some high-powered rounds over there. Quite a few interesting places to visit, and this will be the final usage of the T-bar handle. I have to be prepared for all of that. So I both need the T-bar handle absolutely on me, but I also need inventory space to be able to carry everything else. Now, I hate the idea of using up the flash grenades. They are among my most treasured possessions, but I'm not sure I can afford to waste them. And I would consider it a waste were I to just toss them at random monsters that are not the boss. Flaming rounds, I will also try to save up as much as humanly possible. Those high power rounds please me as a concept. And maybe, just maybe, I should consider carrying around the SLS instead of this puny pistol that has been upgraded a decent bit, seemed like quite an improvement, but might have been made obsolete by this. And on the other hand, if I just need single shots here and there, to either mess with zombies the tiniest of bits or do anything of this nature, I can just use my submachine gun. Granted, it doesn't work with great distances, but I will not be operating at great distances anytime soon from this point on. I am also somewhat running out of handgun ammo for this thing, so I'm not sure it's going to be particularly useful at all in the future. I could carry my spark shot. It's got a very limited number of uses, though. I'd kinda rather not, and I know that this might seem utterly superfluous, and maybe I shouldn't be spending my time, arguably wasting my time making all of these elaborate arguments, and instead should just get on with things. But this is crucial. If I don't make the right decision over here, it's going to be an uphill battle. Quite an uphill battle for me. Because ultimately, I will have to deal with quite a few unpleasant surprises. Arguably, the combat knife might be the greatest asset. If I get caught once, I can just use that. I could hypothetically also take the grenade. It mostly works on clumps of zombies, but I think this might be enough. Would I like to take any less? I could hypothetically take the SLS and the high-powered rounds, but I think I should kind of treat them like the Magnum. They're absolutely precious. And you can't craft these. Unlike Magnum rounds when playing as zero. These are just the things you may find in the environment, like the flame rounds. Precious little gifts. Right, I'm not going to visit the station. I know that it seems so pleasant and welcoming, but no. My idea is entirely different. Is this what I'm taking? Final answer. I think it is. I just have the combat knife to deal with any unexpected developments. Alright, fine. Let's do this. I can always reload. Arguably, I can always reload if things go wrong. I don't particularly like doing that. I like just dealing with the consequences. It's more immersive. It may be somewhat annoying. It may be a disappointing experience. I just want to see if the light would flicker. But never mind that. Never mind that. It's irrelevant. I mean, of course it is. Get through here into the lift. I have quite a bit of inventory space. I think I should be fine. I'm also excited to discover what is in that locker. Ah yes, of course, suspenseful music. Why not? We get out of here. And we head downstairs. This is the path. Now this, of course, is going to be gruesome and horrifying for Claire. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see this. But It's just the way things are, Claire. Unfortunate though it may be. Finally, USS digital video cassette. Check it out. Operation Nest Wrecker 2. So well is the first cassette then? Well, we might just find it soon enough. As you can see, this is a dead end of the upper waterway. What? There's some high-powered rounds up there. 3 of them, just 3 of them. We need to explore all of this, take the high-powered rounds, veer off over here to possibly find something, and then use the T-bar, that I did take, thank goodness, to finally re-emerge in the right spot. I can try to walk past that creature, but it's gonna be rough. And how exactly do you plan on getting through now, Claire? It has submerged itself. Tell you what, I'll just run through though. Yeah, that sounds like a reliable plan. It didn't get to her yet. I can't believe that actually worked. Well, so far, it's presumably gonna find me soon enough, isn't it? I love this. Just get out of the water. It's as simple as that. Okay, we get through here, veer off to the left. If there is an item to be found there, then the T-bar. So, just forward and then to the left as soon as we get an opportunity to veer off to the left. I know it's going to pop up, then I can just run all the way back, possibly. No, Claire, run! Don't look behind you, just run. I mean, I can treat it to some bullets, I can stab it with the knife. There's a number of things I can do. I just avoid it entirely, if at all possible. Well, you know, I can annoy it, I guess. Oh no, it's gonna... Oh, it spits out these little things. Run! Stab it! Just take your little knife and... grab it? Whatever. Well, there goes your knife, but that's okay. It only got in the way. Yeah, there is an item to be found though. Oh boy, my funeral. Where is the item? What is it? A paltry bit of ammo. No! Just walk around it. It's as simple as that. Not that that's necessarily particularly simple. Okay, it was relatively simple. This is the final use of the T-bar. Yeah, she lost the knife, that's it. That's it. That's all. She'll be fine. The knife is... It's not gonna follow, it's gonna be fine. Either way, I did clear it out. Yes, I did. Oh, thank goodness. Upper waterway here cleared out over there, and I'm downstairs through here. Now the next thing to explore is the lower waterway. Right, in a sense, how do I get to... What was that? Hold on. It was through here, right? Somewhere? Yes, up through there. So presumably you go through here, you jump down there. And that's the path, right? I'm not sure if I want to do this in one go. The idea is that I want to revisit that room I left behind back in the day. Well, back in the day, it wasn't that long ago. There was this place with 3 zombies I ran past that I've mentioned a moment ago. There was a locker though. The combination to which I know because of the Jazz Festival flyer. I don't believe in the original playthrough with Leon. I have actually accessed what was in that locker, although at this point nothing would surprise me. Now, I do have increments, don't I? How many? 2. So hypothetically, I can save before I go there. Was this enough of a confrontation and a big enough fright to warrant that? I don't really necessarily think so. It was just a bit of running in circles. Although the next step might warrant that. And this might be warranted in particular if I take my sweet time with this. So how... Once again, how do I get over there? Through here, down the stairs, I believe. Back down here, and through the lower waterway, I believe. Well, either way. First of all, let's check the tape. And let's play the tape. Presumably it's going to be the exact same thing, although it's marked 2. Is it a different tape? I think I watched... Did I watch 2 tapes?
Please. Oh, please, stop. Stop. No. How are you, Frank? No hurt him.
Glad I watched that.
I'm sorry, Claire. Yes, we've used up the T-Valve handle. No more places left to use it. We can also plug in the Rook plug where it belongs. That's great. Is there anything else I want to take with me? Possibly the hand grenade to deal with those 3 zombies. I don't want to mess around. Oh, I do have high-grade gunpowder. Well, in that case, check this out. I'm going to take this alongside a large portion of gunpowder. And let's combine these 2. I get 6 acid rounds. That's a decent bit. Do I want to take anything else? Any weapons? Anything? I don't think I need much of anything, but I could hypothetically. On my way to the... I should presumably just act. Nothing terrible is waiting out for me. Oh, this though. Oh, let's go over the plan once again. I plan on going back downstairs. So through here, I think this is when you where you hop down. Then we go upstairs to that single room. There might be something in the corridor. We clear out the control room. Where does this lead? Have I been there? Whatever. We clear out this place. And yeah, that's it. From the control room, we can hop on down to the monitor room, obviously. And then I can save. And if I don't manage to do all of that in one go, I'll just redo the previous section. I should be able to actually do that. Oh, I don't need the extra high-powered rounds. Which means I have plenty of inventory space, especially since I've just lost that precious knife of mine. I seriously should consider carrying something, if for no other reason than to, you know, have some sort of a sense of safety, if not necessarily actual safety. I'm not sure I should carry this. Maybe I should go for the acid rounds. The acid rounds are somewhat pedestrian. There's quite a few of them around, and if I treat a beastie into them, they tend to fold. Now, on the other hand, this could be useful, extremely useful against, say, lickers or something like that. Though I would prefer to use flame rounds on those. But yes, the nade launcher seems to be the sort of blunt tool I ought to use against bosses, lickers, stuff like that. Not. What if I get assaulted again by this sort of a huge hulking monstrosity that I have seen in the sewers a moment ago? A flash grenade seems like the perfect sort of solution, but I do want to save those up, which may be the end of me. The spark shot seems like a solution. I've never used it before. Yeah, and using it when submerged in water sounds like a particularly poorly planned out idea. So maybe I have so many of these acid rounds. Fine, 3 slots ought to be plenty. No saving, 3 slots, let's do this. This is number 2, this is number 3. Can always just switch up if I want machine gun. So switching down gives me the nades, and switching up gives me the machine gun. Alright. The more of a clear plan I have in my head and the more I focus on the execution, the less coherent and entertaining my commentary may become, for which I profusely apologize. However, I believe the gameplay therefore benefits. There might be some sort of a beastie fruit there, I know, but them's the breaks, as they say. I have to go through the waterway down the... Anything? Yep. It's right there. Can you actually maneuver around it in any capacity whatsoever? I'm gonna save. I don't like these odds. I can see myself trying to compensate, considering the situation. And when trying to compensate, I can see myself pumping plenty of acid rounds into that thing, depleting my supply severely. Might as well use an ink ribbon instead. I know I'm going to get more ink ribbons down the line. Obviously I am. So it's not a particularly impressive sacrifice that I'm making right here. Let's use the ink ribbon and save over the final save of Leon. Alright, I still have one left, which is great. Putting this over here, I have a nade. I could hypothetically try to blow that thing up. One of the worst things about these creatures is the tendency to spawn these tiny monsters that chase you around. It's such a waste to try to gun these down. And it's so difficult too, especially if they're in the sewers. How are you ever going to properly aim? How am I ever going to properly aim? Well, seems to be basically the only way to go. So let's do this. Reload, please. But yeah, a single acid round and we're through. It got doused in acid. Of course that stopped it for a brief moment. Wouldn't it stop you? Alright, grab the nade. She already has the nade grabbed. Excellent. Well, open it all, toss it in.
fuck?
Yes. Reload. It was somewhat unnecessary to save. Okay, the combination was what? SZ something? Check the notes, check the notes. SZF. SZF. Well, is that worth it? 87. Ugh. Fine. Okay, tell you what, this is it, right? This is the entire control room. It has been cleared out. We are not staying. It's not worth it. That was the adventure in the control room in its entirety. That's it. Nothing more left to be done. Now I'm desperately trying to weigh my options. Which doesn't have to be a huge part of the playthrough, but it tends to end up being a large part of the playthrough if you want to be responsible about things. You can just waltz into places guns blazing. No one's necessarily going to stop you. Doesn't mean you should do that. Basically every single spot has been cleared out aside from the spots I will visit further down the line. That is cable car, monitor room, garbage room, etc. So the only thing left is to consider whether I want to clear out the police station from, well, literally everything. A few places I still have left. Well, there's only one thing. There's just this dialogue over here. In the shower room. Can I gain access to that? Did I gain access to another one that Leon could not? There's a possibility. Is it worth it? Because for all I know, it isn't. I got some ammo for the machine gun right now at the expense of one shot from the grenade launcher. Seems reasonably worth it because that was a decent bit of ammo for the machine gun. It was essentially a trade. I've also traded a bit of time, which is significantly less important. I could hypothetically reach other spots, but I don't think that's the case. I think we take trade-offs. So Claire is able to visit the chief's office, but not other places. It still bothers me that I could hypothetically develop the film on Claire. This one right here. If I choose not to do that, I might severely regret that. Film hiding place. An undeveloped roll of film hiding place is written on it. I have no idea what the significance of this is. If it's Irons' hiding place, then so what? I honestly don't know. I do, however, recognize the I know what we'll see when we develop this film. Now the question is whether Claire needs to see that as well. I've done basically nothing right now after saving. I might as well just go through with this. What do I want to take? Presumably the acid rounds. Yes, the extra ammo is unnecessary. We are taking the film to develop, and we might as well take some healing. What I need significantly more... Oh! Possibly through chance, I've just salted my little item box. It's very few slots left, but that's okay. Alright, I'm going to muse as I walk. How do I get to that lift again? Presumably through here. I should be able to navigate my way over the... from memory. Unconsciously. Either way, the idea is that I might be able to develop that film, then visit the places marked on that roll of film, and then I might be able to benefit from that somehow. I'm not necessarily sure if that is the case. I'm not necessarily sure if that will be the case. But it is within the realm of possibility. Am I going the wrong way? I merge up there. Yeah, there's a path to the upper waterway. I want to get to the lift. Wrong way. That's downstairs, that's down the other way. Is it? Yeah, it is through here. Oh dear. Yeah! Of course it is. You go through here, you go to the workroom lift. Which then takes you up over here, and then you can get to the workers' break room, which leads you back to the station. Ugh. Annoying, but necessary. Not even necessary, quite frankly. I left it up there. Well, did I use another path? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember at this stage. That's one of the paths I can take anyway. There are 2 hiding spots marked. Or at the very least there will be once I develop the film. Annoying of a procedure is that it's gonna be with the lickers and the tyrant getting in the way. And with the fact that I still don't know the combination for that locker up top. I could, my goodness, I could brute force it. And you know what? If I'm going there, I think I'm going to. I'm tempted to say that I think I ought to. I don't want the entire experience to be that much of a waste. I can't remember whether I have seen the answer last time or not. It might be something you need to deduce from another document entirely. So perhaps I've missed out on that. Maybe, just maybe, you're supposed to find the answer in one of those hiding spots. I don't know. What I do know is what those hiding spots are. One of them is in Irons' office that I couldn't have possibly accessed when playing as Leon. The other hiding spot is in the conference room in the East Wing, ground floor. I have no clue. Sorry, it's called the press room. It's not the stuff. It's this place. This place is another hiding spot. I have no idea what the significance of that is supposed to be. I can go there. It's not like anyone's gonna stop me, but what's the point? What's the point indeed? What am I gonna accomplish? And then, of course, you know, I can head on up and try to get to the chief's office, which of course I can. Which is the other hiding spot. But why? What is the point? And the worst part about all of this is, of course, it cost me the not so inexpensive visit to the darkroom. I could try to approach this from another angle entirely. I could try to go through the library, navigate to a storage room, and go downstairs through here. Might not be the worst of ideas. Actually, might be the best of ideas, considering that the only spot with the liquors I will need to traverse at that point is going to be to a storage room. And that's not as big of a problem as it may seem. This space is liquor-free, so is that. It's all safe. So yes, going upstairs maybe among the brightest ideas I might have. Now, of course, there's this film that I have to develop in the darkroom, to which I'll have to walk down. But I don't see that as that big of a deal. I'm also not going to use that final wooden board. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not like it really makes a difference. I could use the spark shot on anything. I don't know, the Titan, for all I want. I could try to take out the liquor with this thing. But no. Not gonna fry them. Could try to use the acid on. Once again, irrelevant. We are going through the library, and first things first, we are going to try to brute force the combination. The Titan is still out there, so Claire shouldn't feel that safe. And of course, I haven't really saved now, have I? None of these zombies are gonna get up as far as I can tell, but what I'm about to experience is a liquor-infested room. So the plan is to just run straight ahead through the other door. That's it. Don't get caught on anything, don't get snatched by lickers, and I can always heal if it comes to that. Now let's hope there's no tyrant on the other side. Oh, no, Claire! I'm so sorry. Healing, and this. I failed her. I failed Claire. Oh dear. Oh, that licker is angry. Could have brute forced it the first time around, but no. A. Okay. And can. Cap. Cap! What? What was that hint for? Okay, that's 2 flame rounds. Flame rounds are precious. And now, where on earth is the hint for that? Cap. Interesting. Would have to be on a film roll someplace else. What could it be? Have I missed that spot? Interesting. It's on a whiteboard downstairs. I'm not sure it's actually worth it. It is a usage of precious resources. And I'll have to get out, so there's that. Didn't have to take that with me. My goodness, I didn't have to take that with me. What's the point? You can retrieve it anyway. From the item box right here. Right, one of them is the conference room. And the other one is Chief Iron's office. So what does that tell me? What does that tell you, Claire? It says hiding place. I'm tempted to forego all of that. It seems like an absolute waste. Yes, I am indeed at this point particularly tempted to... visit these places, possibly just fail and reload. Especially since we are about to experience a decent bit of pain. We need to break through to the West office somehow. And then and only then can we make our way to the press room. Presumably with zombies crawling around. Right, it's up ahead. I know. Whoa, no! That worked. Once again, I kinda refuse to save. Hello. Needle cartridges times 7. Ammo for the spark shot. These highly charged electric cartridges will deliver more than just a few pins and needles to a target. Oh, I didn't find this last time as Leon. I've missed out. And I can completely ignore that zombie. I got whipped around the briefest of bits. I know, I did not board up. So zombies are over there in the East Wing. That's, it's not that that's fine by me, but I'll live. And the second place to search is the Chief's office. Which is conveniently connected. Yes, to the garage. Alright, through the waiting room, over the... up the roof. Upstairs. We might just get attacked by the tyrant on our way, but we can just evade it. It's not that big of a deal, it's not a problem. We've been through enough. I still haven't saved, and that's fine. Ammo for the needle gun, excellent. It's gonna be right there, isn't it? No. Maybe it's temporarily gone. You know, just to give me a brief moment of respite. Nah, who am I kidding? It's probably just patrolling the halls, and I simply, through sheer chance and dumb luck, have not stumbled across it. Although, I don't know. Seems relatively safe for now. Yes, my buff is about to expire. That's okay. And it's gone. To the office. And let's retrieve more goodies. After which point I am not going to save immediately. Oh, have I... Was I wrong? Is that another hiding space? Oh dear. Maybe through here? Oh dear, which desk was it? Which desk was it? I can't recall. They all look vaguely similar. It's so embarrassing. I figured it was this spot, but no, apparently it is not. The workers' room? Let's review the photographs again. I think this is the one I have seen right here, right now. The one with the boombox. This one with the pens and the telephone. Bothers me. Once again, the telephone, it sounds like the sorts of... It sounds like the sort of thing you'd see at Chief Irons' office. Where else would you have a telephone? Is there any other place I've spotted a telephone? It's a different telephone though. Nope. What could that be? It's not the West office, is it? I would have to review the footage very patiently to figure out what spot that is. And all I'm gonna get from that will be some extra resources. Now, granted, those are some amazing resources. 7 more needle cartridges for the spark shot? That's immensely valuable. That's 100% more than I already have. That's brilliant. But do I want to go to all the trouble of either checking all the footage meticulously, scrubbing through it until I find the exact spot, and then going there and retrieving what's there, possibly encountering zombies on the way? Or would I rather miss out on some resources, which is the only thing that's gonna happen? I think I'm willing to miss out, especially considering the fact that I did acquire those additional flaming rounds, which makes me feel a bit better about this entire ordeal. The tiniest bit better. Ooh, it could be the office downstairs? Okay, let's check that. If it's not that, then too bad. But it's marked hiding spots, right? Or hiding place. It's one of the places Chief Irons might realistically be expected to visit, to hide from the zombies. So it stands to reason that it's going to be right here downstairs. Yeah, sure, there's his office on one hand, but on the other, maybe there's this place? No telephone that I can see. So, no. Not really. Okay, well, it's not like I can necessarily... If I venture out through a parking garage, Yeah, that's not a journey I want to make. So hold on, the only way back is the way I came in, isn't it? Oh dear. Well, that's fine. Alright. She finds his office through the roof, yada yada yada. That extra hiding spot with the phone, it's gotta be some other office. I don't know, there's no phone on his desk, unfortunately, so that's not it. It's gotta be something. What could it possibly be? Downstairs? No, presumably not. Yeah, let's not even bother trying to guess. It could be the station, it could be in a number of places, unfortunately. Okay, gotta watch out for the tyrant. It could be here, but once again, I get the impression that this place is tyrant safe for now. No phones over here, sadly. It's not the West office either, I don't remember there being phones there. At least I don't think so, I could be mistaken and that would be horribly embarrassing. But I don't think that's the place. I can visit the reception area, that's relatively safe. Relax. Yes, the zombies out there are getting restless. I'm not about to save over here, that's pointless. We can think bigger than that. We can go a little further before I decide to save. What exactly do I want to do? Where do I go from here? I have given up on that final spot. I have already searched the locker upstairs. So that's great. I guess we'll be leaving the sewers. So I should go to the monitor room. That's about it. No other place I would really be interested in. We're going back to the monitor room and saving over there. How do I get there from here? Is it reasonably safe? I think it's reasonably safe. Once again, I'll have to use that stupid lift, I think, but yeah. Will I? I mean, there are alternatives. I could get to the... This flickering is bizarre. I could get to the way I got to originally. That's also not particularly enticing. Milling about the place most of the time isn't going to be particularly enticing of a prospect, unsurprisingly. We are going through all sorts of secret facilities in a zombie-infested city. Of course, it's not going to be particularly nice. It's not this room either. No phone here. It's not the place. Wait. What if it's the workroom? No phone here. And this leads... Right, downstairs. Ugh. And this path leads where? To the upper waterway. I've just crossed that. No, that's horrible. There's another one of those things in the way. Yeah, and there isn't one here. I think there isn't. Not through here. Though I may, of course, be mistaken yet again. Okay. How do I get back to... Okay, through the... hug the left wall, that's it. Down here, hug the left wall. Now you may get attacked by something, in which case, just blast it. No, it's right there, it's over there. It's fine, the path through here is safe as long as you don't want to go too far. Then you head on up. Veer over to the right. Make a little S shape. Going across this. I wonder. No, I don't think you can access anything up there. Can you? Was I up there at any point? Is that the path from the facility? Is that what we moved back then? We moved some... No. We moved something sideways, I believe. So can this thing be useful in the other position? Presumably we could recall it all the way up there if we could get up there. It doesn't seem possible though. Intriguing. Well, either way. It's not particularly relevant at this stage. I'm going to need all the help I can get. So let's ditch the acid rounds, the flaming rounds. That doesn't sound particularly smart. Actually, that sounds reasonably smart. The acid rounds don't seem to really put much of a dent on that thing. Not much of a halvey. The spark shot, however, might get the job done. I know I have very limited ammo for it, and I do mean extremely limited, but I've just doubled it a moment ago. So how about I give that a shot? The head of this chest-themed plug is shaped like a rook. Alright. Alright, rookie. Do your thing.
Alright, Sherry. On my way.
Claire, you're one brave woman. A lesser person would have just escorted Sherry to her mother, would have figured, okay, I've done the best I possibly could, but no. She goes above and beyond the Call of Duty. She's just amazing, delightful, brilliant. My respect for her is immense. Alright, I'm not gonna blind that thing, although it's... I mean, you know what's coming. I'm not even gonna bother to pretend. I need to retrieve a couple of things, so I'm not gonna save quite yet. I'll do all the busy work first. I hate it when these are unpaired. When I find blue ones...
Power must be out.
Here's the extra ink ribbon. Pick up the red one. And get on out. Great. This is inaccessible. For now. Let's deposit the herbs. Back through here. I guess I might mix them. Why not? Yeah, to stay on the safe side. Mix two green ones. Deposit one of the green ones. Tell you what, let's unplug these things. I don't want this room marked in red. There's no point to it, and the door is open anyway. It'll not close back up if I remove them. It might just be a little bit of what you might refer to casually as OCD, but it helps me sleep at night to know that the rooms have been marked blue. There we go. We blew the rooms up. Make them blue. And without further ado, might as well save right here, right now. Presumably you know what's coming. Either way, thank you all so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.